if you have a stash of cotton balls in your beauty supply cabinet, then you can make a fabulous home decor project. A dried cotton floral stem is about the hottest home accessory, especially this time of year. A handful of stems fill a vase, or it can make a wreath. Purchase the real ones, or you can make your own. Chelsey McNeil is a paper artist who has figured out how to make a very convincing paper version of the cotton stem. In fact, can we share the behind-the-scenes gotcha?
Yes,
I walked up, Chelsey and I said, hey, we got catching up in our conversation. I said, now where are the paper stems?
They are everywhere.
Legit. Honestly, I was totally fooled thinking these were the faux floral finds. Here's the thing, these cotton stems can be pricey. Let's define it. What's the look that we're going for here?
We want it to look as real and natural as possible here. One of the easiest ways to do that is to actually use branches that you have lying around, you know, maybe in your backyard that you find here. So, you know, that saves you a lot of time as far as taping and wiring.
So you went foraging in the yard and actually pulled real branches?
Yes, I did, yes.
Okay, all right, so that's supply number one. And then cotton balls, really?
Yeah, cotton balls, it's cotton. So
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, right?
Yeah, the only other material you need is cardstock paper. So.
All right, what weight of cardstock paper, does it matter?
Heavier will definitely hold up better.
Because there's some weight to these guys.
Yeah. If you've got, you know, even a paper bag lying around from the grocery store, that can work if that's what you need in a pinch. So.
I am not kidding. They are so real looking. So good job.
Thank you.
Speaks to your talent for sure. Show us how to make these.
Okay, so we start by, we're going to try it with the wire here. You certainly don't need to. I didn't use wire on these branches at all.
So the wire would replace the stem?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're going to make them on the wire and wire them together, we start with the wire here and we just create a little nub with the pliers here. So we just bend those over and bend it. So we just create a little bit of
right there.
An end,
Just a little hook there at the end for us, okay.
Yep, and that just keeps the cardstock holding
Hold it all together.
Then we're going to shape our pieces here. So this is really the most important one. These other two are just to add a little bit of texture to the bottom.
Well, I do think the layers contribute to the realistic look, wouldn't you
definitely.
say? So you're layering about 3 pieces?
Yeah, so with this big piece here, we just fold it in half. We just fold these, it's really simple, and you see how not perfect these are? That is totally fine.
Because Mother Nature, imperfect as well, so we'll use her as our leader.
So we fold it all down, and then we just bring all these petals up.
So you weren't shy about getting in there and manipulating that cardstock, showing it to who's boss.
You can do it all with your fingers.
Okay.
We poked holes in all the centers. I just used a safety pin.
Okay, do you want to point out, sorry, this is, I think, a good tip, that you did it in reverse. So you push the stems one way and then flip them the other way. So they're literally...
So the folds are pointing upwards. Yeah. The folds are up.
Okay, I'm trying to dissect what makes these look so real, and that would be, I think, one technique that does. Okay.
Okay, from here, we use hot glue. We slide the big piece on first.
Now, if you're using an actual branch from your yard, that hole would have to be bigger.
You wouldn't need a hole at all.
Oh.
You could just glue this piece right underneath without the stem here. I'll pull this off.
So you'd glue it just on top of the branch?
Yeah, just glue it like this. Glue the cotton on, glue it onto the stem.
Easy peasy. Okay.
So with the wire, we do the big piece, and then you can add glue on these smaller pieces. So it'll look like this here.
So let's just point out again the different directions, add to the texture.
Yep, the folds point upwards.
Chelsey, this is cool, okay.
And then with the cotton balls here, we have to manipulate them a little bit to make it look a little more natural. So you can help me out with this here. Sure. Got one there. So they pull a little bit easier one direction more than another, so you can kind of find that.
That's funny. That's something only you would know, because you probably played around with all the different directions they can pull.
Yeah, so you can see they actually roll it up when they make these cotton balls. So if you pull in a specific direction, they'll pull right in half here.
Okay, yep.
Pull into 2, and then you just soften softly here.
Gosh, they're cute, right? They're little fluffy creatures.
Yeah.
And do you like the imperfect fray and kind of fluff of it, or do we want it to be more contained?
You want to try to contain it. That's what rolling up will do here for us.
Okay.
Then once you have 3, you can do 4 if you like. 3 usually fills it pretty well.
Oh, you're bunching.
We're going to bunch.
Okay.
So we'll use your ball here that you made.
Yes.
We just set them here together, and then I glue every side of my piece of paper here pretty liberally with the glue. So that when I set this inside here, I can just squish it all in and push it until it cools. I use a low temp so they don't burn my hands.
Sure, please.
Low temp glue gun. And then it'll all fill into the little edges because there's glue on it. And
there she is.
You're set,
There it goes.
And then if you're using, again, wire, you would want to use the tape to turn it brown here. You stretch it just to activate the adhesive.
What kind of tape is this?
This is floral tape.
Okay.
It comes in a lot of colors. Most craft stores will have it in white, green, and brown.
I've never seen it in brown, actually. I've seen the white and I've seen the green, so it does come in different colors.
Yeah, it comes in brown, and you just pull it to activate it, and then we just wrap. I spin, and I kind of pull on it a little bit.
And that's self-adhesive, that sticks?
Yep, it just sticks, and then I push my fingers up against it to set it in.
Now, you mentioned kind of 3 is a good number as far as the cotton ball grouping, and we know to pair in odds, right? That aesthetically looks best on the eye. Have you taken a look at what Mother Nature has done?
They usually have it in groups of 4, so if you wanted to make teeny tiny ones and put 4 in there, you could. 3, I think, looks great. It's a little bit faster.
I'm shocked how easy this was.
Yeah.
Super simple.
So
Let's talk
easy.
about some applications. We mentioned a bunch in a stem. I mean, that's a great centerpiece, a great statement.
The fastest for sure, because you're just sticking them right onto the branch. It's very quick, and you don't have to worry about a wire.
Well,
so all you're using is cotton and paper.
Perfect this time of year because we kind of don't know what to do in the world of floral arranging, right? I mean, there's richer jewel tone flowers, sure, the deeper greeneries, but this is a nice complement to a side table or a buffet table of any kind. I like how you made the wreath, and the packaging is a great idea too.
Yeah, especially with the holidays coming up. Just any gift, adding a little bit of natural charm to it, I think. And just homemade too, just gives it, you know, that personal touch.
What a great topper. I mean, you could have plain, boring craft paper and put that on as your bow replacement, and you'd have a killer gift wrap idea, killer presentation on the packaging. Great idea. Thank you so much. I know you're going to have the wreath tutorial for us on your website.
Yes, the wreath tutorial is just cotton, so it won't have any of these leaves here, but it'll show you how to arrange it if you're just going to do a plain cotton wreath.
Yeah, and now that we know how to make it, how easy it is, how fun it is, that'll be an easy, natural project to slide into. Thank you so much, Chelsey.
Yes,
we appreciate it.